Welcome to Delicious Dish. Sweaty balls.
That's what it's called on there, right? Delicious Dish. I wonder if I can... Oh, I can still hear me.
Can you hear yourself?
I can hear myself.
You sound much better, and it's way less stabby in the ears.
Maybe it was just my super grating voice that does it.
Maybe it's just your aggression.
Super sexy
coming
voice.
through. It's just like... Here's some bubbling in the background.
It's usually a babbling brook somewhere in the background.
Probably the fish tank.
It's not bubbling.
Junior, lay off the bong rips!
That's what I was saying to the brothers. Like, there'll be more Sunny in Philadelphia references on this podcast than, like, the actual Sunny podcast.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch it very much, so...
Oh, no? Oh, that's all I watch. Well, not all I watch, I guess. But try to keep up on it.
It's a big part of the personality puzzle.
Yeah. We got Sunny references. Yeah, there'll be a few of these on here, on this podcast, I'm sure. I'm just setting some stuff up here. Delicious dish. Yeah, we got to come up with a title, you know. But I think that'll come eventually. I think that's how it works sometimes, is you got to, like, talk it out a little bit first, you know, and see how it goes. But that's okay, folks. You know.
It's better than being all fucking aggro up in their ears.
Rawr!
Cat's already shaking his
Aggro
tail.
up
He's
in
like,
your
it's too
ears.
much. Chuck, chuck, chuck.
Aggro up in your ears. We can fix that. I think the coughing's just going to end up being a part of it. They'll fucking have to edit the hell out of it to get all the coughs out, but that's okay. Inaugural podcast, we'll work out the kinks here, folks, as we go.
We're in BC. What are you going to do?
Work out the kinks. Get kinky with it. I don't know. Is that how it works?
I was making a pot reference because of the coughing.
Oh. And I'm also packing a bowl, so that helps probably.
Pack it.
Pack it. What do we got here? Some ice cream cake from local people that are awesome. Yay! Awesome people that are awesome. I love people that are awesome. Giving us good deals on weed. Ice cream cake is so good for me. Impromptu song. It wasn't
you
expecting those.
through the night. Makes you feel so right. Ice cream motherfucking cake flavor. Ice cream.
Oh.
Weed.
Oh, yeah. I guess. We also have ice cream, but not here. It'll melt.
S'mores.
S'mores, please. That's what it's called.
Did you not listen to the Conan? Summer s'mores.
Well, I thought in ice cream flavor it might be really good. Because I don't like s'mores myself, necessarily. I mean,
Wait, is our first episode a crossover? And Soma's coming? Sona Movsesian?
Sona
Movsesian?
There you go. You can do the last name perfectly. Yeah, that's great.
I think because I know a Soma.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's why I get it mixed up.
Yeah, Soma's pretty awesome too, so that helps.
Super cool people.
Awesome people are awesome. Maybe we can do a jingle off of that. That'll be...
It's totally
we gotta come up with a song too, right?
It's totally not a fucking musical podcast.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
Nothing to do with musicals other than our impromptu
Yeah.
breaking into song.
Yeah, for two people who really don't like musicals, we sure do break out into song a lot, I guess.
Is Moulin Rouge a musical?
Oh, okay. I like certain musicals, I guess. And like Nightmare Before Christmas is awesome. And what's the other one that we like too? Les Mis.
What?
I love telling that
Is
story
that
to
the
people.
French one?
Yeah.
That's with a flag?
That we walked out on halfway through.
Yeah.
That's so
I
great.
wasn't feeling it.
We got to tell that actual story, I guess, because there's people that don't know, right? I tell that story all the time to people that are like super into musicals.
Oh. Well, your mom was super sweet to gift us the the tickets. I think it was like something... I don't remember why she gave them to us, just because she was really nice.
She either bought them or
think
won
it was
them at like a silent auction kind of thing.
I think it was like a silent auction or a
raffle
door,
thing or
door
something.
prize-y type of a situation.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You kids are doing good. Why don't you go check this out in the city?" And we were like, "Fuck yeah, the city!" And then any excuse for some sushi.
Well, yeah, go to the city.
So we got some sushi at what's the name of that place?
I think we
White
borrowed
Ave?
her car. Went to the city.
Oh yeah, yeah. Your car was.
Oh yeah, Maki Maki on White
was,
Ave. The Toyota Corolla at the time, the wagon.
Not a magical car.
It was beautiful. I just told the story the other day actually about the brakes going out and having to like kick it up onto the curb and almost plowing into Tom's deck and stuff with the car. That was like one of the first dates we went on.
You're like, "Hey, we just got to stop at the house real quick and get this whatever. And I'm like, "Whatever, here we go."
Or we're not going to stop at all.
And then, yeah, you're just like, I think you were backing in. And then, yeah, I was like, "Oh," and then, boop, it just like, yeah.
No, I
gently.
remember I nosed in because I remember
Oh,
like
it
we
was
were
the
coming
front
in
end.
and I was like either going to, it was all downhill every other way that we were going to go. So I was just going to pick up speed. I thought, well, shit, we have to go to Tom's. So
You knew
because he
that
had
your
those big
brakes were
rounded
going
curbs.
before?
No, well, we'd already touched. I can't remember we were coming down. And I was like, oh, there's nothing there, kind of deal. So I knew that I had to stop.
I don't know that you let that on
I
because
think I
it was
did.
a first date.
Because Knighton was there too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a date.
I think
but
Knighton just looked at me and was just like, "Are you sure?
I remember
Are you
just-
sure you're in on this
Gunk.
shenanigan?"
Tom's deck was screwed up at the time, so the one pole wasn't even actually touching the ground. It just
It just
boom,
like
just touched it.
yeah.
And it just
It
dangled.
jiggled.
Yeah.
It dangled. The post dangled. It was.
Oh, that was so great.
Sorry, Tom.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, we didn't break it, but it.
No,
The
it was already
dangly support post for the deck stopped the car.
Yeah. One of my 40 cars that I've owned in my lifetime now.
Yeah, Jason spoke cars.
Do you want to explain the bird in the background a little bit?
You might be hearing some whistling, and that is our birdie roommate, Van Gogh. He's African gray.
Oh.
He's been shacked up with us for, I think, 9 years this year. And he's 15? I think he's just maybe 16.
By the way, he's like, I don't know if I like that.
He's a teen fella.
Like, come on, I got my license and I can drive.
No,
You know,
birdies don't
License
drive.
to drive, isn't that a great song? Yeah. Baby, you can drive my car. No,
That's not license
No.
to drive. I don't know what license to drive is, but I know that that's not.
License to Drive is an
that
old,
song.
awesome Corey Haim movie. I realized that I packed one bowl, but I'm sitting on the other side of the room.
I can like
and all the gears in the way.
reach around,
Oh, all
but
right.
don't tell anybody.
The old Reach Around podcast. Here we go.
Don't
Don't say anything to anybody. I don't know. Can you reach that? Oh, all right.
No problemo.
Oh, you don't listen to the Sunny podcast, so you don't know the cut that. They do that.
I watch I'm on Instagram, and I follow them on Instagram, so I see snippets of their podcast,
Okay.
but I just don't have it in my rotation yet. Yeah, this bird is slide whistling it into the rotation, I guess, now.
I find it because like they also do video, which I like because I get into it more because I can see their faces and stuff. Nice. I love it. It actually takes hoots like that. I love when people do that.
Just kidding, I'm pretending I'm
Snoop Dogg.
a Gen Xer.
Oh, there you go. Oh, it's good shit.
Exactly.
This is why we might have to do video eventually, right? Because people will see it. And then
Nobody wants to see me smoke weed.
No?
No.
Are you sure?
It's a lot of like coughing till you don't pee.
Till you do pee.
What? Who
No.
pees when they cough?
Till you don't pee? Oh, I don't know.
That's
Is
impossible.
that a thing people do? Might get a little personal here. The old Too Personal podcast, we call it. Too-Far Thompson. Too-Far podcast.
Too-Far Thompson. And BG. My friends over at Oh You're Lovely, not sure if they want to be affiliated with me in this hippie podcast situation.
The name-dropping podcast.
I don't know what I was going to say.
Oh, You're Lovely and the BG.
Oh, yeah, they started calling me BG, like...
That sounds like a great band, by the way. Oh, You're Lovely and the Bee Gees. Oh, well, never mind.
BG and the Oh, You're Lovelies?
There you go. Yeah.
Sorry, girls, I gotta go first.
Yeah.
I'm a superstar!
Yeah, top billing. Superstar.
Yeah, they started calling me BG in the comments or, like, on the lives and stuff, and I really like it. As a teen, in grade 7, I, like, quit writing my name as Bobby Jean, because it's hyphenated, Bobby Jean. And I was like, this is taking up a lot of my day, writing my name. You gotta put your name on everything.
When you're a
in
kid,
the date.
especially, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking over at Sarah going, God damn it.
It's like when you're going for a job, too. Not to derail you real quick, but yeah. When I remember I went through a period of just like, I'm tired of my name and my social security number and everything. Just fuck it, I don't want to write it down anymore. Yeah.
10 letters and a hyphen is a lot for a little kid. So I just started going by Bobby because it's 6 letters, don't have to fuck with a hyphen, and nobody gets mixed up. It's Bobby. It's pretty easy to remember. So it's kind of neat. You know, some of my family calls me Bobby Jean. But most people call me Bobby because I kind of dropped the Jean in 7, back in grade 7, not 07. I realize now that's something.
Not when you were 7?
No, it was grade 7.
Yeah.
So it's probably 12 or something. However old you are, and then
18. Okay.
I don't know. Words are hard, and I'm
That was
trying
a
not
bird.
to into the microphone too much because I have a little button nose with my nostrils are like, "Rah," like a dragon.
We'll have to get you one of those things like they use on the European broadcast.
One of the big fluffy
where it's
ones.
like this and the. Well, I guess. Oh yeah, we got no fluff on yours.
Mine hasn't got no fluff.
We'll get you a little spit screen like they do with the. Get some pantyhose and
So then I
like
can
the rappers
use
do.
my lisp.
Yeah, and then you can
I
really
can practice my lisp.
lay down your bars, as they say.
What?
That's what they call it.
Who?
Rap people.
Okay.
The rappers that are out there, they do laying down your bars.
It's your tracks.
Because it's like 16 bars is a thing, and
Like, are we
you
talking
hit on the
chocolate
1 and the
bars?
4 or the 2 and the 3.
Are
or
we
you
talking
hit on-
chocolate bars? Because if we're not, I'm ready to move on from this subject.
Okay, so you got your O. Henrys.
So
right?
I think Jason should tell us all about his bicycle ride. He hasn't been on a bike in a while. And his description of the riding on the seat was pretty crazy.
Nice.
So I think he should tell us about it. Do you guys think so?
That's a pretty. Oh, we're waiting for an audience.
You know, we could like
Anybody?
we could have
Anybody?
people
Bueller?
comment and be like, "Hey,"
Bueller?
or we could be overshares.
Well, it's already way too late for that, I think.
Okay,
We talked
Jason's
about,
going to tell us
you know,
about what it's
cough
like to
until we
ride a bike.
pee, and yeah, there's going to be no holding back, I don't think, on this one.
Just hold back your pee. Try to hold that back.
Well, yeah, that definitely. I got a bucket here, so I'm okay either way. You know, here, do you want this? I'll just pass this. It's fine. I'm going to have to cut all that out. Cut that. Yeah, the grunting hour with JT and BG.
I think it's, what do they call that? Dad sounds on Letterkenny?
Ooh, dad sounds. Yeah.
Like when he goes to get up from the bar and it's like, you know?
And then the big exhale. You know, yeah, like you're trying to push a poop out, but it's just not quite coming out. You know, oh man!
Shout out to Chris for
what?
sharing that Letterkenny show. Wasn't your friend Chris showed us?
Oh, I don't know.
Hartley?
Was it?
Pretty sure.
Oh, I don't know.
I think Chris Hartley
I
showed
thought I
us
discovered that pretty early.
Letterkenny. He
But maybe
like
he did.
I
Alright,
think
I'll give it to
I
him.
think he like brought it in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think,
give it to him.
I think he was like when he came to the island and like stayed at the cabin and we watched it in the cabin there.
Oh, I think we were definitely watching Letterkenny before that. But
Well, I guess it's all a bunch of lies.
here, she's gonna say
Sorry,
that I'm
folks.
gaslighting her.
Sorry,
You know,
folks.
right? Can't argue. Just
Price-
it's automatic gaslighting now.
Well, price of gaslighting's gone up. I don't know if that's accurate.
That's great. That should be on a T-shirt, and bumper stickers, and buttons. And do people still wear buttons? I don't
People
know.
that are actually getting gaslit
Buttons.
might not enjoy that joke, though.
Oh, I thought that they'd enjoy it more. You know, if anything, because it's like You know, we can laugh at ourselves. Like, it's like when I tell a fat joke.
Like gingers?
You know, same, with you and ginger jokes. You know,
I think
that's
we
okay
just
for
have
you
to
to
be
tell
tougher.
that, but I can't do that. Well, I mean, I do.
Yeah.
But I tell every joke, ever, if it's funny. So.
Just read the room, I guess.
Yeah, that, exactly. Yeah, I'm not going to just tell it to somebody who won't find it funny. You know, but.
You make them fill out the funny card first.
Yeah, it's gotta,
What do you think of these type of jokes?
10 questions here.
Do you enjoy puns and dad jokes? Are you okay with just a little bit of fucking swearing?
What do you think about, like, flags and, like, racism in general?
Ooh,
Man, like,
hot
are you a
button
fan
topics.
of racism? Or that's one of the topics I have here is racism. Let's talk about that. Religion and politics. That's the other two. Oh, that was a lovely noise, dude. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So my bike story. I forgot.
I thought you were just going to leave us with some dead air.
Your heart. Dead air. Inaugural podcast here, folks.
I'm really good at
Jib-jab.
dragging it off the train tracks here.
Jib-jab.
Okay.
Anyways.
So
like
what
your
about
dad,
your bike?
Pelota. So anyways. I was sitting there outside doing some writing on some stuff.
Not lefted?
Oh, no, just mainly writing.
Okay.
You know, some wronging, a little lefting. See what I did there?
Worked it.
Some obtusing, because like right angle. It's a math joke, folks. Cut that. So my balls and dick were slapping on the seat really hard. Now let's start. I decided to ride my bike today, you know, out of sort of nowhere, and my back's been really sore lately, and apparently it's way too small for me or something, the bike, or I'm too much man for the bike.
Too powerful?
I'm just too powerful of a beast for the bike, I guess. And the bike held up. It's a good bike. You know, no nothing there. You know, I don't want to lead people down the wrong path. You know. But like it's
bike.
It was good. It did good. But like
He looked proportionate on the bike when he came back in the driveway, so that's
okay, well that's
you
good.
know, didn't
I was worried about
I don't
that.
want to like paint a circus bear situation here, but
Well, I was worried because did you ever see that old Guinness Book of Records where the two big fat twins are on the little tiny mini bikes?
no, I missed
You ever
that
see
one.
that picture? Oh, we might have to. I don't know where this is going to end up, but we might
We'll
have to
Google
post a
it.
picture or something somewhere. Oh, I can show you here. Anyway, I didn't want to look like those two guys and I don't know why they ever put them on the mini bikes. Oh, there it is, right there. Perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
they got powerful thighs, those
So
fellas.
they were like Guinness, world's largest twins. Says they're Benny maxed out at 814 pounds. Billy never crossed the 800-pound barrier, opting instead to keep his weight at a svelte 784 pounds. Well, you know, you got to have your limits, right?
You know what your frame can hold.
Your fucking mini bike frame.
Bazinga.
I always said, like, why, you know, it's so obvious they put them on that thing just to make them look so much bigger and fatter. You know, just on display.
Maybe they saw a movie with some circus bears and they were like inspired.
By let's put these big fat guys. Well, the bears, you know, came out of like, you can't do that with the bears.
They're like,
'cause
you
it's
can't do the motorbike. You can do the
ecological.
regular bike, but not the motorbike. And they were like, what's next?
You guys can either double on one big bike,
Yeah.
or you can have two mini bikes. What are you gonna
That's
do?
the deal, Steven and Bill. No, what are their names?
Benny and Bill. I don't know.
Benny
I
and
closed
Bill.
the page already. I'm on
Okay.
some other page. Anyway, that's sort of how I felt riding it because I felt like it was just I'm way too much human for one bike kind of deal, for one normal sized bike. But glad you said it was proportional when it came in.
I don't know,
You
looked
know.
fairly normal.
Okay, well that's good.
Adult.
Anyway, when I was riding it, the seat was like very awkward as hell, and I have to bend way over, so it's super awkward on my back. And like, if you can imagine like I do forging, so I know what like a hammer and an anvil and what squeezes between. So like, if the piece of steel was my dick and balls, or like, if you could take like a hot dog bun, right, a big plump hot dog bun with the wiener in the middle,
So that's like
and I bet it almost even looked like that. No, that's my dick and balls.
Oh, fun.
Right? And then the seat is underneath it. So, like, if you're taking, like, say, like a seat...
And you've got like
plate.
a racer seat or
And
something
really,
on there. It's
right.
no saddle seat, sit back and be comfortable situation.
No, it's got like this stupid little gel cover thing on it
It's
that
got,
totally
like,
works well.
Butt cheek to keep your butt bones.
Yeah,
if you have a bony
it's got
ass
like
and
2 1-inch slits of gel. You know, they're just like, oh, that's cushy.
I
Oh,
think
thank
it's
you.
for people who
That's
have no
amazing.
padding.
Right, I guess maybe if it's just all bone on seat.
Well, I've got excessive padding.
Speaking
That's
of
my
bone on
situation.
seat. Getting saucy.
So you're saying it was comfortable.
So
45 minutes in.
Super comfortable. I lasted 2 minutes out there, and then I was also sweaty and out of breath, so that didn't help the whole situation.
So this is a pencils down
but it
situation?
wasn't so much that. It was just the mashing. So like it was like if you could take your hand and mash that hot dog down between 2 hands and then go sideways action. Ooh. So like, you know, as you're pedaling left, right, your dick is on one side of the seat and balls are on the other, and
it's
then
putting pressure on.
And then somehow
like
they
a
would
left
like
nut and then
transfer.
The right nut,
all of a sudden, my dick would be on the
going.
right side and my balls would be on the left side, and they'd be like crisscrossing. You know, like that knee dance maneuver.
Did you
crisscrossing?
Were you riding
balls,
naked or
dick? No, I just wasn't. I mean, there weren't bike shorts by any means either. They were just, you know, my shorts.
Well, maybe you just need to tuck in your salad bar or whatever it's called.
I tried moving it to one side even, you know, and then because I don't overly trust the bike, I don't want to just like stand and pedal, you know, kind of deal, because I've had that happen where the pedal just goes clink, and that's always fun. Especially when you're like right beside like a 6-foot ditch and
the
stuff.
inside of your leg and everything too.
Yeah, and then your balls still take the hit because you go and you land and yeah. In your case, your vagina would take the hit, I assume, by the seat. Yeah, and maybe the crossbar.
It's not comfortable when you.
But the ladies' frames are different, right? Because they go down a little bit for like side saddle style. Not anymore. I don't think they do that, but maybe.
Yeah, you can get a bike with the V sort of shape in front of the seat instead of the straight across. But as a thick gal, I tend to wear a men's bike. Just like I wear a lot of men's shirts and stuff.
Can you show me what you have in extra large men's bikes, please? That's great. I wear a 5XL bike.
Yeah. Anyways, so biking's not our number one go-to hobby, and we're pretty rusty at it, but we're in a little bit of a flatter area where we're at, and feels a little safer, and we've got access to trails, so Jason bought us these bikes a while back.
So we totally used lots.
4 years ago.
I rode them like 3 times back and forth to the lake at our old place to go fishing, which was awesome, but again, it took me this long, however many, to get over the memory, obviously, of the ball squishing.
Of how awful it was.
Of 20, whatever it was, however many years ago. Yeah, that was brutal.
So, do you think you would try a different seat, or do you think just the whole setup's fucky? Or
it's just either too small of a bike, or I needed the handlebars like 8 feet higher, or less...
Like a chopper?
Less gut.
Like a chopper situation?
Yeah, like the old banana seat 70s style, but I still need the
brakes.
The multiple speeds and the brakes. And I don't know about a banana seat. If I could get like a tractor seat.
I wouldn't get a banana seat unless you're doubling your buddies.
Well, it might be good though, you know. Well, it might be fun. Hey, dudes, go for a ride on my super sweet 70s mini bike. I get the kind with like the fake gas tank and everything on it.
You have to do all the pedaling though.
You push. You run along and push from behind.
Yeah.
That's the better way to go.
We're hopping off on all the hills. Going down, I get too much momentum, and going up, I got no momentum. Other than going back down.
I had to walk it up the driveway hill. I didn't have to, but I chose to rather than like blow my whole wad on 5 feet of driveway.
Save it for when you get to the flat part.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, save it for the flat, and then I can actually go over maybe 40 feet.
Well, I'm glad there was only one car that went by on that whole junk mashing situation.
Well, and by that time my back was pretty sore, so it's very much like leaning on my handlebars. My hands were even getting sore by that time, and I just realized, like, fuck, am I out of shape? The whole time. And so it was like, I want to wave to these people, but I don't know if I want to take my hand off the handlebars.
Just do a finger up.
I used to be a really good bike rider. You know, like I do like full on flatland and
if you don't do it for 20 years.
20 years. That's exactly right. And
get a little sloppy.
I didn't fall, you know, because what's the old saying? It's like riding a bike. You never forget or something.
So
Elephants are good at riding bikes.
When you were younger, did you just have different underwear or smaller junk, or was the junk just tidier
way less
packaged?
weight. Oh, and definitely that tidier packaged, and yeah,
your tummy just wasn't as low.
And that much wasn't all pushing down, and just not as much pure weight. And I assume your taint gets softer or sensitive over time or something too, because that was definitely like, ow, that's
all ripping
whatever
at it.
that actual bone is that's in there. I guess your pelvis or something, your pelvis Presley, you know.
I roll. Good one, Jason.
I don't know. So whatever their taint bone is, somebody tell us. I don't want to look it up.
Taint bone.
You know.
I don't think there's a bone there. I
You don't
think that's
think?
where the outage area is.
It's got to be.
Maybe
like,
it's different for boys though, because girls have to like squeeze
oh.
people out. Are you looking up taints?
I typed in taint bone, and there's like tainted beef, bone taint in venison. Ugh. Define bone taint. Comes up. Bone taint in meat is caused by.
Oh, like as in
tainted,
gone bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw this sweet like wheel thing on the internet. It was like 2 wheels, and then there's like
You know they've
9
been around for a
shelves.
while. Wheels.
Yeah, it was an older one though.
Oh, okay.
It was like all wooden. It was in a library, and it was so you could have like 9 books open at the same time.
Oh, I saw that one. That's awesome. So like a
Probably saw it just a little bit before me.
just
too.
just right before I actually shared it.
And I didn't even
You know,
see it
you
at
didn't
all.
see
You
it
just
until
told
I
me about it.
pointed it out to you just now.
Yeah.
Remember that 10
Jason,
seconds ago?
you're so smart.
I saw the coolest thing. You should see it. See that pencil sharpener thing that I shared?
No.
Oh, it was awesome. It was like an old school pencil sharpener from like way back in the day. And it was just like a strip of sandpaper or a rough file or something.
I did see that.
And you put your pencil in and just roll it back and forth.
And it was like,
Yeah.
so it was like a whole bunch of little ridges.
Is that what it was?
Like a sharp ripple chip.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
okay.
Yeah, and then you just,
Okay. That's cool.
I guess, back across the ripples.
I love that shit because it's stuff that, like, you don't think about, like,
How did they sharpen
how did
it?
they sharpen pencils back
How
in
did
the
they
day?
sharpen it before they had the cool little oval thing on the side that you?
The little, yeah.
I loved that one with the handle. You had to like walk to the
I guess
side
a
of the
knife.
class, and they had it bolted on.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
and
And if you were
pop the
lucky,
top off.
if you were lucky, like once a week, you got to empty it.
Oh,
the
yeah.
person that it was too full.
It was
and you'd
really
get
full.
To empty.
You like that
Oh
part?
no! Oh well, I never got to empty it. I think I don't know. Tried to not use my pencil much.
It was the
in
fucking
school.
rich kids that always got to empty the pencil thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know.
blame it on somebody.
Maybe.
what
Yeah,
I-
they
that's
were
what I
up
do.
there sharpening their pencil.
My anger. Part
Learning.
of my grieving.
Yeah.
Pencil sharpening
Got
thing.
some financial issues.
I
you
just
wanna
always
talk
got
about?
like, into it where like, especially if they weren't my pencils, where you just like, you just keep cranking.
Just wasting a
Start
whole
with, like,
pencil. You're
yeah.
like, look at how much work
Yeah.
I did, Mom. Brenda's like, God damn, this kid's gifted. Is he writing poems, you guys?
Yeah, that's why. It was for all my hot poem writing with pencils. Hot poem writing. That makes it sound really gross.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of dumbfounded. I don't know what to say. I'm like, I married this
Hot
guy,
poem
hey?
writing. Well, I did do.
Thank God that was a phase. Oh, what?
Shit.
Did you pack that bowl?
I've been stifling my poems this whole time. So
Really? Is that what that smell is? Just let it out, man.
just let it. Just release it, man. It's okay. Oh, that's on Semi-Pro. He's like, let me put my poems in you, or whatever. And it's gonna suck me sexy.
Tell us more.
No, I'm good on that.
Oh, that's so
Semi-Pro's a movie starring Will Ferrell and Will Arnett and Andrew Daly and Tim Meadows is in it and
It's got a fantastic cast. I was like,
Andy Richter.
meh about watching it, and I usually feel resistant to those type of movies.
Kristen Wiig's in it for a
Like,
little bit.
basketball. And then I was like, oh, wow, it's actually
Andre 3000.
quite enjoyable. It's as enjoyable as dodgeball. You know, one of those.
Oh, really? I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
It had, yeah. I feel like it has a good cast. It was entertaining.
and I think you don't necessarily need to, like... I think we're doing a review of a movie from 15 years ago, too. That's awesome.
Is that what's happening?
No, well, I don't know. Are we?
I was just,
Sort of segued into... We can always cut this.
we were just
Cut that,
explaining
cut that.
your reference.
Basketball reference. Semi-pro. 70s basketball reference.
What, you got a semi? That's gross. Put that away.
Semi-pro.
I went to the beach today. I went for a little walk.
Oh, yeah.
We, about a year ago, we moved to the south end of an island that we're on, and I had great ambitions of walking to the beach every single day, and I think I've done it 6 times in the last year. I mean, we've driven down there lots of times, but I was like, damn, I'm going to be there all the time, but, you know, I really like our place, and we can sort of watch the sunset through the trees, and, you know, it's pretty cozy here. We got our animal friends. Got a cat that lives with us.
Beastie.
Yeah, he's been with us for a few years now. He's hanging out in the garden, probably.
We never really did explain, I guess, what, we're doing, but we don't really know what we're doing, I guess, eh?
This is the we don't really know what we're doing podcast. With Too Much Thompson and BG. We're just gonna share some stuff, and hopefully it's fun and a good time, and
You gotta...
see where it goes.
We gotta come up with, like, a radio name for you. Because, like, podcasts, that's what I like about podcasts. One thing is you don't get all the wacky radio. Not that I like wacky radio, but, like, the cool names and the...
What do you mean? Like DJ Sarsaparilla.
Like Bailey Sarian, is that her actual name? I don't know.
I think that's
maybe
her real
that's
name.
her podcast name.
I mean,
but probably, right?
I didn't check her ID when she came over, but
I know Bateman and Will Arnett and those guys, and I don't know if they're their real names either, but let's got to go with that. Right?
check their tax return, I guess.
I'll ask them next time they're on.
Yeah.
But yeah, a cool radio name. I'll go with Too-Far Thompson. I like that, and then
Fits.
Fits. Like, as I'm having fits. I'm having some mental fits.
Is that what those are?
That's mainly just falling and hurting myself.
Don't
Stubbing
do it.
toes and stuff.
Not recommended. The bird says, "Ow, fuck!" Anytime there's like a loud noise, because he just knows Jason probably hurt himself, and that's what the loud noise was.
I'm starting to think that he can sense when I'm pissed off on Facebook about something or looking at Facebook and like kind of wanting to rant, but I've been trying not to because there's no point in it at all in any way whatsoever. So like not really to rant, but like to debate with other people and try to let them see the other side of things is, I guess, the best way to put that.
Clap back.
Well, okay, yeah, and if
that,
need be,
or
then we will hammer down on them and
clap back,
and
hammer
fucking
down,
eviscerate
whatever. Yeah.
them verbally.
So the bird's picking up on your
So
vibes.
I think sometimes some in the
Suppressed
morning
vibes?
when I'm just sitting there reading through Facebook or whatever,
going, what a dumb fuck.
yeah, it's just like, oh fuck, come on, and he'll start going off in his fucking what the fucking sort of like that. Like, well, okay.
That's why the bird wakes up swearing sometimes.
Sometimes I think, yeah, he wakes up grumpy.
He's a bit of a sailor in the morning.
We'll do a morning recording. What time is it now? We're doing 8:40. Oh, we're not supposed to say time because then it's timeless. That's the whole thing. That's Conan's whole
Evening.
thing. Don't say a date. Oh, there you go. Ooh, after dark. Well, still kind of light out. Still kind of light out podcast. Well,
Kind of good.
kind of lame, but
Kind of good.
still kind of light out. Actually, kind of does sound nice. Rolls off the tongue.
It
as
could
it were.
fucking mean anything. It's so ambiguous.
The never finishing a full story podcast. I just realized we never finished the Les Mis story from
Nope.
way back. So anyway, we're going to Les Mis and we got some seats, and it's like the full like touring company, like the full legit guys that go on fucking Broadway and everything.
You're seriously gonna finish the story?
I think we got to for the people out there,
Okay.
for the musical
For
lovers.
our listener?
Yeah, for the Yeah, the one for Dad. Hi, Dad.
Dad's just
Oh,
turned
James.
they just turned it all the way down.
The
though.
brothers said they
They're
listened.
like,
But yeah, they're long gone now. Everybody's gone. Auntie Velda's gone by now, for sure. Yeah. So anyway, Les Mis. We have wicked seats, and the first half was like, ooh, good production value. Ooh, the set
tell them
design's
about the seats.
amazing. And yeah, the seats were good.
So it was like a
was like
wing
halfway.
situation, and there was like, so we were up high above the other people, but it was like you know in the Muppets where the guys are up high and then they're like cracking jokes? It, you know, what do they call that seat?
The balcony?
It wasn't a, yeah, I guess, I don't know. It was kind of off to the side, so it wasn't, you know, normally there's like the main area that like goes up,
right.
and then there's like a up top area, but this was like off to the side and like a little bump out, like
A bump out.
I'm gonna say like where Hitler sat in the Inglorious Bastards. Wasn't he up into the side?
I think they call that a balcony or an opera seat.
Yeah.
Or something.
Anyways, it was really cool. It was all rounded off and fancy, and there's only like 10 other people sitting in there.
And two other people from Drayton beside us.
Okay.
From our hometown. From my hometown, sorry.
So it made it incredibly difficult to not heckle. Because these
knew
are the seats that I have wanted to sit in.
And they knew my mom.
Ever since I was a child and saw the Muppets. And I always thought those guys are hilarious. And so my inner Bobby Jean is just like wanting to crack jokes. And it's a serious, heartfelt, beautiful production that these people have
like story about a revolution.
Yeah,
and
I don't
hardcore
care,
shit.
but it was all, everybody's doing good and it's nice, and I can see why other people liked it, but we both went in there and we're like, okay, let's check this out, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's like the Muppet seats, this is awesome, and then it was the wrong tone. I was like ready for something good, and I was like, wow, I'm getting sadder and more depressed and I can't understand them. And when it was the break, I was like, well, maybe we could just go. And Jason's like, for real? And I'm like, for real? And then I think we went and...
We went to the car and smoked a joint.
Right, on the break.
Yeah, we went to the car. It was like halfway or halftime or intermission. I guess they probably call it halftime, probably. And yeah, we went to the car, smoked a joint, and then both sort of like... I don't know, I kind of don't really want to go back there. Do you want to go back there? Not really. No, we don't have to, by any means. You know, and it was like, oh, there'll just be two empty seats.
They're not going to not perform for everybody else because we didn't show back up.
Hold on, you guys, wait.
Jason!
Wait.
Bobby!
Jason and Bobby G aren't back yet.
Yeah.
They're yelling into the parking lot, you guys! Hey!
They're like, butt it out, get your ass in here, you little pot-smoking
Get in here for
turkeys.
some culture already. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know every reference, like you see every time SNL or something, so I get it. And it was awesome. The production was pretty amazing, the way they can wheel the sets and stuff in and out. But once you saw all that moving in and out, we were both like, meh, I'm good. Let's go eat some sushi.
I just like...
and watch a movie, I think.
I didn't care. You
Maybe
know,
we
and
went to
maybe
90s.
that's lame. I've gone to Phantom of the Opera when we were teenagers and our school went, and I think we had to play some Phantom of the Opera or something in band, and I appreciated it. It was amazing and moving and made you cry and everything else, but I was like, dude, this is just like really sad, and I was just like, ugh. And so I don't think you should stay in places where you feel ugh.
No, and that's exactly. The tickets were free. And either way, even if we paid for them, fuck it. They're already bought and paid for.
Well, and
Buy the
I
ticket, take
feel
the ride,
like,
but not for
you
something
know,
like that.
we tried it,
Yeah.
didn't need it,
Yeah.
and rather than stay there and start making Muppet
and
comments,
either stifle your heckles or not be able to stifle.
or come back in smelling like a couple dirty hippies,
Kicked out of the place.
and then giggling through the rest of it, I was like, we'll save Brenda's honor.
I'd rather go do probably anything but this, so yeah.
Yeah. White Ave was really cool, though. We, like, snooped around a little bit and
That
went
sushi
back to
place
Mackie
was
Mackie.
fucking awesome.
It was good tempura, for sure.
Yeah, it was really good. They had so many different
The parking blew chunks, but I guess that's just White Ave.
blue chunks. That's great. I haven't heard that
Wait,
in a while.
don't people still say that?
I don't know. We'll have to ask the kids.
Bring it back.
The kids, all the kids out there that are listening, all the hips.
Taking
hip
it
kids.
back.
Taking it back podcast. No?
Gimme.
I'm gonna have to sift through and edit all this and like figure out what the actual title's gonna be.
No,
You know.
we had it back there like half bowl ago.
Still the light out? Or
No, that's
the One More Bowl podcast. What was that one? I packed another one here. So.
well,
dog.
listener. It's been really fun, and
You're going on a hard out.
I was wondering.
I got stuff here.
Oh, you got more stuff to talk about?
I got topics here.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Jesus. Okay, so
I've been wanting to do this for a year, podcast.
So we're going to put it all in one, and people are just going to tune out? You don't want to...
No, because we'll come up with other topics and stuff, and we won't do all of these.
And you're getting rid of a bunch of the stuff this liquid gold that I don't know.
That's what you're saying.
Cut.
Yeah, cut that.
The reason I'm saying cut, you guys, is because I'm like casualed out on the futon, or the tofu, as I affectionately call it.
Did you fall asleep there?
And my right elbow and hand is getting a little sleepy, so I could like adjust.
Well, you could do that.
And we could keep going.
It's totally up to you. You could do that.
I just wasn't sure what Jason's editing skills were. If you're on chop and mash and...
I don't know. This is my first time doing it. So, we'll find out.
How many minutes? Are we at like 6 hours? It feels like it's been a long time.
No, it hasn't been that long at all, actually.
How long is it? 40 minutes.
What's 74 minus 28?
I don't know.
Be on the spot?
40...
We can cut that and we'll figure out the answer after.
7?
You know, my phone's way over there.
47?
There you go. That's how long we've been going on.
That seems like a long time.
500 minutes. So
Hey, it's too many minutes.
I got 28 minutes of card left. We don't have to go the whole card. You done?
I'm done.
Okay. Yeah?
Wrapping it up in a nice little bow. I really hope you liked all of our stories. We don't really have an outro yet. We hope we didn't cause too many bories. That's when you get bored and you're like, fuck this, and you space out and you look over there. You don't want to quit listening 'cause you love us and you're putting up with our shenanigans. Alright guys, until we see you next time, that's our outro. Love you lots. Our bird laughed.
That was great.
BG here, and
Too-Far Thompson. Out.
Okay, love you guys.
Love you guys. Have fun and enjoy, and let us know if you like it, and like on whatever we're going to put it on, and subscribe on whatever we're going to put it on yet, and we don't even know if we're going to put it on anything yet, and I'm running out of breath. And, all right, love you guys. See you later. Bye! Yay!